really have to remember, one of the most important things to remember about creating waves is moisture. You need to have moisture in your hair, because if you don't, your hair is going to be a dry mess and you're not going to have any waves. Second most important thing to remember is that a wave is simply a laid down curl. So compression is key. However, compression is nothing if you do not train your hair, okay? So you gotta have a brush. So the first three things that you need to think about is moisture, brushing, and compression. Those three things all together is what's gonna help you create the perfect waves, okay? Moisture. I like to co-wash my hair, and when I co-wash my hair, I use this conditioner. This conditioner is for defined curls, because like I told you, a wave is just a lay down curl. So instead of whenever I feel like I need to wash my hair, I don't necessarily wash it with shampoo every time, because that's gonna strip the moisture from my hair. Moisture is important. So what I do is I just co-wash my hair when I'm in the shower. Co-washing is good. However, you cannot just co-wash your hair all the time, because after a while, product is going to build up in your hair, because you do need products when it comes to waves. Product will build up in your hair and it'll cause your hair to just not cooperate. So about once a week, I will use this shampoo. That shampoo is a clarifying shampoo by Cantu, and it definitely does a good job of getting all the excess product out of my hair, the old product out of my hair that needs to come out. And if I'm ever having a problem with my hair laying down, it's because there's too much product in there. I need to wash it, and then after I wash it and condition it, then I'm back in the game. After I wash or co-wash my hair, depending on whatever my hair needs at the time, I go in with Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. It only takes a little bit, and I just put it on my hair and then I brush, and I do that immediately after I get out of the shower. I also apply Cantu Daily Oil Moisturizer. This really helps with moisturizing my hair, daily oil moisturizer, and also making it lay down a lot easier when I put my do-rag on. And those products used together along with brushing are just key to my waves popping. Now let me talk to you guys about brushing. Like the great Kanye said, it takes more than a do-rag to get you waves, because I already showed you some products. But if you do not brush, you won't have waves. It doesn't matter how long you wear your do-rag. It doesn't matter how many products you put in your hair. If you do not brush, you will not have waves. This is because a wave is a laid down curl. In order for your curls to lay down, you have to train them, and you also have to use compression. But the two work hand in hand. So if you're just only using compression, but you're not training your hair, you're not going to get very far. The brush that I like to use, I don't know what the name of it is. I don't know what the brand of it is. However, it's a two-sided brush. It has a hard side and it has a soft side. If my hair is not freshly cut and it's a little bit uncooperative at the time, I'll use the harder side to brush my hair. If I have a fresh cut like I have right now, and it just really doesn't take much, I'll use the soft side. My hair is pretty trained by now. I don't have to brush my hair as often, but I still have sessions where I just sit down and brush my hair. Whenever I brush, especially in the beginning, I usually sit down and just brush my hair for at least a good 15 to 20 minutes. That usually works for me because of the texture of my hair. My hair is already curly, so it doesn't take much for me to get my curls to lay down to create the wave. It doesn't take much for me personally. Keep in mind, this is all from my experience. All these things that I'm telling y'all, the products that I'm showing y'all, there are things that work for my hair. So please keep that in mind. And last but not least, we have our method of compression. Mine happens to be a beautiful lilac, purple, lavender, whatever you want to call it, do-rag. It's the silky texture. It's not that cottony texture because that just does not work for my hair. It dries my hair out. The silky texture is what works for me, so that is what I go with. I just take it, tie it on, make sure the front is flattened out so I don't have a hell of a do-rag lying around my head, and that's it. Compression. Some nights, I'm not gonna lie, I go to sleep without my do-rag on, but I have a satin pillowcase. Now that does absolutely nothing for my waves, but I mean, I guess it protects my hair from getting too dried out. But I guess I say all that to say, make sure that when you go to sleep, especially if you're trying to train your hair, or even if you just already have waves and you want to maintain them, when you go to sleep, make sure you go to sleep with your do-rag on, all right? So just for a small recap here, the 3 things that you need to make sure that you keep in mind when you're trying to build your waves or you're trying to maintain your waves is moisture, compression, and brushing. All right, one thing I didn't mention earlier that I also use is coconut oil. I usually just use coconut oil to buff my waves, and let me show y'all exactly what I mean by buff my waves. You just take a little bit of product. I usually use more than this, but this is just for demonstration. So, and you go in, you just rub it. This is buffing the waves. Buffing the waves. Buffing. What that does is it lays down, look at that. Ooh, icy, baby. That's icy. And this lineup is so nice. Shout out to Marcus. But what that does is, of course, it adds a little shine because you're using oil, but it lays down all those extra little fine hairs that you might have from brushing your hair. And it buffs everything. It makes the waves pop. It's beautiful. So that's a little secret weapon that I like to do right there. I learned that from my old barber. Shout out to Shy. He in Atlanta doing his thing. I'm proud of you. If you found any of this to be helpful, or if you end up putting any of this into practice, please make sure you comment below and let me know how you like it. If there's anything that you want to know or any questions that you have, make sure you drop them down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for stopping by today. You know, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and that's good for my ego. And you know, I definitely appreciate it. Until next time, I love y'all. Peace.